Hello students, welcome once again to our online class. In our previous class, we have started chapter 2, that is microorganisms, friend and foe. We have discussed about the microorganisms, their classification, where do microorganisms live, friendly microorganisms, commercial use of microorganism, medicinal use of microorganisms, and vaccines also. Now, let us come to the next topic of this chapter, that is increasing soil fertility. Some bacteria and blue-green algae are able to fix nitrogen from the atmosphere to enrich soil with nitrogen and increase its fertility. These microbes are commonly called biological nitrogen fixers. So, blue-green algae and some bacteria, they are able to fix nitrogen from atmosphere and convert this nitrogen into nitrogenous compound which increase the fertility of the soil. So these blue-green algae and bacteria, these microbes are commonly called biological nitrogen fixers. Here in figure 2.7, the blue-green algae, the picture of blue-green algae is given. You can see that. Now come to the next topic, that is cleaning the environment. So how the microorganisms help in cleaning up the environment, we discuss it through the activity 2.5. Take 2 pots and fill each pot with half soil. Mark them A and B. Put plant waste in pot A and things like polythene bags, empty glass bottles, broken plastic toys in pot B. Put the pots aside and observe after 3 to 4 weeks. So what do you observe? Do you find any difference in the content of 2 pots? Yes. You find that in pot A, that we are take the plant waste in pot A that has been decomposed. So how did this happen? The plant waste has been converted into manure by the action of microbes. The nutrient released in this process can be used by the plant again. But what happened to the pot B? In pot B, we have taken the polythene bags, some empty glasses, bottles and broken toy parts. So the microbes could not act on them and convert into manure. You often see a large amount of dead organic matter in the form of decaying plants and sometimes dead animals on the ground. You find that they disappear after some time. This is because the microorganisms decompose the dead organic waste of plants and animals, converting them into simple substance. These substances are again used by other plants and animals. Thus, microorganisms can be used to degrade the harmful and smelly substance and thereby clean up the environment. So, microorganisms help in cleaning up the environment. कभी कभी ऐसा होता है, तुम लोग देखते हो डेड बॉडीज ऑफ प्लांट्स एंड एनिमल्स जो कि ज़मीन के ऊपर गिरे हुए होते हैं और उसमें से बहुत बैड स्मेल निकलते हैं एंड कुछ दिनों के बाद हम देखते हैं कि वो डेड बॉडीज डिसअपियर हो जाते हैं और वो स्मेल भी डिसअपियर हो जाता है एंड दैट इज़ ओनली पॉसिबल ड्यू टू माइक्रोऑर्गेनिजम्स. Microorganisms decompose the dead organic waste of plants and animals and convert them simpler substance, and these simpler substance are further utilized by the plants. So this is how the microorganisms help in cleaning the environment. Now let us come to the next topic, that is harmful microorganisms. Microorganisms are harmful in many ways. Some of the microorganisms cause disease in human beings, plants and animals. Such disease-causing microorganisms are called pathogens. Sometimes microorganisms spoil food, clothing and leather. Let us study more about their harmful activities. So, what are pathogens? The disease-causing microorganisms are called pathogens. Disease causing microorganisms in human. Pathogens enter our body through air we breathe, the water we drink, or the food we eat. They can also get transmitted by direct contact with an infected person or carried through an animal. Microbial disease that can be spread from an infected person to a healthy person through air, water, food, or physical contact are called communicable disease. Example of such communicable disease include cholera, common cold, chickenpox, and tuberculosis. So, communicable disease means that microbial disease that can spread from an infected person to a healthy person, that may be through air, water, food, or physical contact. Some examples of communicable disease that are cholera, common cold, etc. When a person suffering from common cold sneezes, fine droplets of moisture carrying thousands of viruses are spread in air. This virus may enter the body of a healthy person while breathing. So, how do you prevent the spread of communicable disease? We should keep a handkerchief on the nose and mouth while sneezing. It is better to keep a distance from infected person. So, when a person sneezing, that person suffering from common cold, when that person sneezes, fine droplets of moisture carrying thousands of virus spread in air. जब एक पर्सन जिसको कॉमन कोल्ड हुआ है जब वो स्नीज करता है तो उसके मुंह से जो एयर निकलता है उसमें थाउजेंड्स ऑफ वायरस निकलते हैं और वो एयर में स्प्रेड हो जाते हैं और वो वायरस जब एक हेल्दी पर्सन के बॉडी के अंदर जाता है तो वो हेल्दी पर्सन वो भी वही डिजीज से सफ़र होता है. सो इन ऑर्डर टू प्रिवेंट दैट कम्युनिकेबल डिजीज वी शुड कीप ए हैंडकरचिप ऑन द नोज और माउथ व्हाइल स्नीजिंग. तो इससे बचने के लिए हम लोगों को क्या करना चाहिए? अगर हम लोगों को कॉमन कोल्ड जो हुआ है तो जब हम स्नीज करते हैं तो हमारे मुंह में एक हैंडकरचिप रखेंगे नोज और माउथ को कवर करके और सबसे अच्छा है हम डिस्टेंस मेंटेन करेंगे. There are some insects and animals which act as carrier of disease causing microbes. Housefly is one such carrier. The flies sit on the garbage and animal excreta. Pathogens stick to their bodies. When these flies sit on uncovered food, they may be transport the pathogens. Whoever eats the contaminated food is likely to get sick. So, it is advisable to always keep food covered. Avoid consuming uncovered food items. So, the carrier of disease causing microorganisms, some insect and animals, the common carrier is housefly. जो हाउसफ्लाई होता है जो कि जब गार्बेज के ऊपर बैठता है तो उसकी बॉडी में पैथोजन स्टिक करते हैं और वो हाउसफ्लाई जाके जब फूड के ऊपर बैठता है तो वो पैथोजन वो फूड में ट्रांसपोर्ट हो जाते हैं और फूड जो कि कंटामिनेटेड हो जाता है और जो वो कंटामिनेटेड फूड कंज्यूम करता है वो माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म उसके बॉडी के अंदर घुस जाते हैं और वो जो कि सिक हो जाता है. सो हमेशा ये एडवाइस दिया जाता है ऑलवेज कीप द फूड गेट कवर्ड. अच्छे से फूड को कवर्ड करना है और अनकवर्ड फूड को हम कंज्यूम नहीं करेंगे. अनदर एग्जाम्पल ऑफ कैरियर is the female Anopheles mosquito which carries the parasite of malaria, female Aedes mosquito which act as carrier of dengue virus. So, female Anopheles mosquito which is carrier of the parasite of malaria and female Aedes mosquito which act as the carrier of dengue virus. So, how can we control the spread of malaria and dengue? As you know, mosquito breeds in water. So, we should not let water collect anywhere, in coolers, tires, flower pot, etc. By keeping the surrounding clean and dry, we can prevent mosquito from breeding. So, मस्कीटो जैसे कि तुम लोगों को पता है जहाँ पर पानी जमा होता है वहाँ पर ब्रीडिंग करते हैं. तो हम लोगों को पानी को घर के अंदर घर के सराउंडिंग में कहाँ पर भी जमा करना नहीं है. जहाँ पर जैसे कि कूलर के अंदर, टायर के अंदर, फ्लावर पॉट के अंदर अगर पानी जमा होता है तो वहाँ पर मस्कीटो ब्रीड करते हैं। तो हम लोगों का ड्यूटी ये है टू कंट्रोल द स्प्रेड ऑफ मलेरिया एंड डेंगू। हम हमारे सराउंडिंग को साफ रखेंगे और पानी को कहाँ पर भी जमने के लिए नहीं देंगे। Some of the common diseases affecting humans, their mode of transmission and few general methods of preventing are shown in table 2.1. About 2.1 we will study in our next class. This is all about today. Okay.